That was cringy. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my horror corner. I'm Drop Dead Fred. Hope you're all doing well, having a most excellent whatever time of day it is. And really quick, if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, if you're enjoying this video, please be sure to subscribe. And also, if you like the content, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know in the comments how I'm doing so far. Let me know if there's a movie you'd like to see me review. And I just want to do a quick shout out to my buddy Greg, who just started a podcast, the weekly podcast Massacre. I'll go ahead and link their stuff. It's, I believe, 3 minds, all very interesting people, and I highly recommend checking them out. Their first episode was on this movie that I have yet to see, but it was very fun listening to. Microwave Massacre. If you've seen that movie, let me know what you guys think, but I will link their stuff. Definitely check them out. Let's do it. Well, it's going to be a Brews and Flicks episode, and today we are looking at the 1988 film Slugs. There, Spanish-American horror film based on the novel Slugs. And yeah, I might be mispronouncing words or slurring a little bit because I've already started drinking. And really quick, before I go into the plot, I think I mentioned it's labeled as American Spanish horror film. But I want to bring that up because there are plenty of times in the movie where you just see somebody talking and you hear the fucking audio, but you can obviously tell it's dubbed, and for some reason it's just what they did back in the day. I don't know. A lot of I know spaghetti westerns, stuff like that did that. Like most Italian fucking movies fucking do it in that style. But yeah, this movie, there's plenty of times where you just hear somebody talking and you're just like, yeah, that's not the fucking, that's like some audio digital replays, whatever it's called, ADR. But when a small town starts to become infested with mutated slugs due to the disposal of toxic waste, it is up to Mike, the local health inspector, along with his pal Don, to exterminate them all. This movie is fucking wild. The movie stars Michael Garfield as Mike. We have Kim Terry as Kim, Philip McHow as Don, who was probably my fucking favorite character in the movie, and I'm mad that he freaking dies. Oh, spoilers. There might be spoilers in this, by the way. We have John Battaglia, I probably said that wrong, I'm drunk, I'm sorry, who plays Sheriff Reese. And then we have Emilio Linder, who plays David, who by far has, I want to say, the worst death in the movie. This movie has like one of the longest build-ups to a fucking death, and it's so worth it. It's a creature feature, you know, you have like these mutated fucking slugs, and of course you have like 1 or 2 guys who figure it out before everybody else does. There's a bunch of crazy fucking murders and kills, which I will get into. But then you have this health inspector, and he's going around trying to tell the sheriff, he's trying to tell the mayor, he's trying to tell everybody, like, look, something's going on in the fucking sewers. Like, people are dying and they're fucking just being eaten alive, okay? They find like half-eaten animals, dogs in the fucking sewers, raccoons, shit like that, but nobody wants to listen to Mike. I love these movies, but it's so frustrating. I cannot imagine what it would be like for some shit like this to really go down, and you're trying to warn everybody, like, dude, these fucking slugs, and they're fucking slugs, like, come on, really? They will fucking eat you up and tear you apart, and it's fucking beautifully gross. Eventually, Mike, and like, I think it's Mike, Don, and another buddy of theirs, they just say, fuck it. They come up with this type of chemical, like, that basically when it comes in contact with these slugs, they fucking will explode. And the plan is to head down to the sewer, because that's where they're all breeding, is down here in this freaking sewers, and basically blow them to fucking smithereens. And I just want to talk about the deaths in this movie, because they definitely make the movie, and it's fucking, okay, fuck it, let's get into it. Let's talk about the freaking sex scene kill, because it's like this young couple, right? It's like obviously an older dude and a high school chick.
Those were the days.
Actually, hold on, we gotta drink. High school chick and her older boyfriend, they got the house to themselves. The boyfriend starts drinking, they start hooking up, And my homeboy busts pretty quick, which is fine. Hey, dude, you know, no judgment there. It's just such a funny scene because he busts and he goes to grab the bottle of liquor and he starts drinking it. And the chick's like, you know, what's going on? You know, he's like, I just need to recharge my batteries. And she's like, oh, come on, what's the matter? He's like, I fucking told you. And he like gets off the bed and there's just slugs everywhere on the ground. And it's fucked up because the girlfriend ends up fucking dying. And she falls off the bed. She gets freaking eaten alive. And the fucking boyfriend is just like right there. It's just fucking insane. You see all these nasty slugs just fucking on her skin, her naked body, just fucking eating her. Ugh. Okay, next I want to talk about... Have you seen this movie? Have you guys seen this movie? Because I'm about to bring up the greenhouse scene. This fucking explosion, and as somebody I talked to on Twitter said, this explosion has like the craziest like lead up to it. Okay, so we have like this older couple, and the husband wants to go out to the greenhouse and start working on gardening, whatever. And you see like before he gets in there, you see the slugs are already infested in the fucking greenhouse. Like there's eggs cracking, you know, and you see two like slugs like just slithering slowly into the glove, his work glove, gardening gloves, right? So the old dude comes in there, puts on the glove. Oh no, I want to talk about this really quick. So right before that happens, the wife comes in and she's like, you know, Earl, his name's not Earl, but you know, fucking Earl, I want you to tell me, what are these? And she points to the fucking slugs, right? He's like, they're slug eggs. She's like, what? They're slugs. And right away, after she wanted to know what these were, she's like, well, I don't care what they are, just get rid of them. But anyways, yeah, so he ends up putting, like, she leaves, he puts on the gloves that have the fucking slugs in there, and they just start eating at his hand. So he's freaking out, he starts pounding his hand on the desk, which caused like these two like bottles which have, I'm assuming, like some type of chemical in there. I don't know, some flammable chemical. They drop and break on the ground and spill. A series of unfortunate events start to occur. So he's pounding on the fucking desk, knocks over the glass bottles. He can't get this fucking glove off. They are just latched onto his hand, and for some reason he can't get the glove off. I don't know. So what does he do? He starts yelling. He grabs the fucking like shears, and he just starts fucking hitting his arm like some Saw, like straight up Saw 1 type movie shit. Just starts trying to cut off his hand because the slugs are just eating it and won't let go. His wife comes in. She's like, oh my God, Earl, what's happening? And out of nowhere, hold on. Out of nowhere, an electrical fire just happens to occur. And the fire catches on, like following the liquid trail onto this fucking gasoline tank that just happens to be in the greenhouse, and then, you know, boom! Events that build up to this happening is so ridiculous, dude. This alone is worth it. I want to talk about two more really quick. We're going to talk about Don and Dave. Or David, I think, one of those two. But, you know, I'm going to save the best kill for the last. But man, dude, it sucks because you have this supporting character, Don, who is just like I said, he's not the main character, but he's got a wife, he's got 2 kids, 2 sons, and he's like the all-American dad, just, you know, fucking goes to work, comes home to his freaking like French wife or whatever, and I don't know, you really feel for this dude, and it sucks the way he fucking dies. They even like, I'm glad they bring it up at the end. They even like say, you know, we wouldn't have done it without him. You know, he knew what he was getting into, but, and it's one of those cases where you're just in the wrong spot at the wrong place, wrong time. They're trying to open a door in the sewer, and as soon as Don opens it, all this water comes gushing out, flooding out, and it pushes him back into the other room in the sewer, and he gets eaten alive. And it's just a bummer, dude. I don't know. I hated that. You know what else I didn't like about the movie is in the beginning of the movie, there's like this old guy just treating this dog kind of like shit, and he ends up dying. I don't want to talk about his death. He's the first death in the movie, but fuck that old guy. I hate when people treat animals like shit in movies, man. Anyways, let's talk about Dave, because this build-up for this kill was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I am drunk. Shit. Dave. Poor fucking Dave. I saved the best kill in the movie for last. And this is one that slowly, you know it's gonna happen. It's coming, you just don't know when. And it's so crazy. We have Dave and his wife. And his wife, I mean, this doesn't really matter, but she's an alcoholic in the movie, and I just think it's fucking hilarious. And she even brings it up at one point. He's like, you know what? You know, the dude's like, they're talking, and he's like, you know, it's just, and she just cuts him off. It's just my drinking. I know. I'm gonna see somebody. I don't want to lose you. And it's, what? She goes and starts making dinner, and she's making a salad. Now she's got like the big head of lettuce, and she starts cutting it into pieces, and you see that there's a fucking slug in there. But the slug is obviously like, it's got eggs. Okay, and even though the slug is dying, she's slicing it to where the eggs will be perfectly fine in the lettuce that they eat. Oh, you can guess where this is going. So throughout the movie, he's just like talking out of nowhere. He's like, ooh, just the bad crap. It's going away. Ooh. Throughout the freaking movie, he's just suffering, dude. He just keeps getting these cramps, and you know why. This motherfucker. Okay, so it's all building up to this scene towards the end where he's got a very important dinner date for like a business meeting, to some bullshit like that, where we need you to sign, you're not leaving town until I get your signatures type of meeting, and at one point he's like, oh, I just got a headache that just won't go away, excuse me. And he goes to the bathroom, he's like kind of nose bleeding, he tries to brush it off. So yeah, he's got a nosebleed, he brushes it off, he heads back to the table, and they're just like, oh, should we tell him? Hey, we're gonna fucking sign whatever it is that this movie wants to talk about really quick. And he's like, excellent, let's have a drink. And he starts drinking, and oh man, this scene is fucking the best part of the movie. Immediately he just starts bleeding from his mouth. He just starts like just screaming in fucking agony, dude. He is just like, oh man. Cheers, by the way. He is screaming in fucking agony. He falls back in his chair. People are freaking out. They're like, what the fuck? He starts like kind of like clawing at his face a little bit, and then his face just fucking explodes. And it's like your worst nightmare, dude. It's totally like fucking just like, where people like have this phobia, like, oh, bugs are gonna fucking lay eggs in my cheek. It's like one of those cases where, you have these bugs inside of you and they just fucking, his head explodes. There's fucking bugs everywhere. Oh, this movie was crazy. It's just a fucking fun, gross, funny movie, which I felt like it was funny in places that I felt like wasn't intentional. I think also what I want to touch upon is the music. So the score wasn't bad. Okay, I'm not saying the music was horrible in this movie. No, it's like the choice of when they chose to use the music was just very odd with the scene. It like didn't match. Like the most, I'm gonna put it in here right now. This is the part. But when I saw this part, I was just like, what the fuck is this movie? And there's a lot of scenes like that where it's like this random little quick insert of a song that just doesn't really fit the fucking scene. It almost feels like a game show song. I don't know. Somebody on Twitter brought that up when I first mentioned the movie. A quick shout out to my coworker Peter who suggested this movie. If for whatever reason you're watching this, dude, and you got to this point, thank you for introducing me to this movie because it was buck wild. But there's just tons of scenes where the fucking music is just, what is this? The intro song is really cool though. The movie starts off with like this couple out on a boat. The guy's fishing, the girl's just kind of relaxing. Guy gets like pulled, like falls or gets pulled into the water. I don't know, but then she's like, there's blood everywhere, whatever. The intro song though is really cool. It feels like this kind of like homage to Psycho and Final Fantasy. Friday the 13th. No, I have not been watching things on Final Fantasy 14. But overall, I had a really good time with this movie. It was on Amazon Prime for a while. It's not on there no more, but you can watch it on Tubi. Really quick, I want to give you guys one more cheers. And that's going to be it for now. Also, if there's a Brews and Reviews movie that you feel like it would be fun for me to review, or just something, I guess in general you want me to review, but I prefer if there's like some type of like wacky movie that you want to suggest for like a movie where I'm drinking and, you know, talking about it, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think of just this review of how I'm doing. If there's any, you know, any tips you want to throw my way, things you want to see in the videos, I am open to it. I am open for suggestions. I want to improve. I want to just, you know what I'm saying. You know. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a most excellent fucking night and happy freaking spookies.